Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So sorry for my voice today. Unfortunately, I got a cold and I sound not very well, but I'll try to do my best. So I would like to talk about Bitcoin in the crypto market. So we have a great news right now. As you can see on the 4-hour chart, right now looks like we are breaking our pennant, the typical pennant we were talking before. That it looked like we were stuck there for months and months and months, and looks that is coming to a resolution. So Bitcoin is pumping at 70,800, and if it's going to close above here, then it could be highly chance we actually broke this pennant, and then we could actually move to the upside. But of course, I'm going to explain to you today, just to be careful. I want to show you where we could go to, or how we could go to, and also we're going to talk about a few altcoins. But of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about this crazy crypto market. So let's get into Bitcoin straight away, guys. I'm going to go on the weekly. So the weekly, guys, Bitcoin looks incredible. From a technical point of view, we touched this 9 EMA once, and I'm talking about the weekly EMA, which is even more, gives you more, how do I say, more value compared to the other time frames. We also touch a second time here, we close above here. Bitcoin looks incredible, right? And if we can make a calculation, right, because we had that pennant we were talking before. So we have a pennant over here, we have a pennant, so another line over here. If we're going to be able to break this pennant, then there are few things to actually take into consideration. And I'm going to give you a very conservative target if we're going to be able to break this pennant. So, in my opinion, if we're going to be able to break this pennant over here, minimum we're going to go up as $86,000. That's the minimum target. But of course, if we break to the downside, then we could go down as $52,000. So that's at the moment the dilemma that everybody is actually thinking. In the trading world, every possible trader is thinking, are we going to continue? Are we going to go higher? Are we going to go down again and retest the line, which is exactly in line with this support, this diagonal level of support. So that's going to be a very important question that we should, ask ourselves, and we're going to see what's going to be happening from here. So the question is at the moment, right? So we have here this pennant, we can go up as 86,000, but if you actually calculate this as a proper bullish pennant from here, from the last point of the from the bottom of the pull of the pennant, in reality, if you calculate this move from here to here, and then you bring it over here, it brings you to roughly $100,000. So Bitcoin could go as high as 86,000, but there is also a chance that 86,000 wouldn't be the top, and we could go as high by the 6th of May, as high as $100,000. And am I going to be surprised? Not really, because Bitcoin has been crazy strong. Like unless the stock market is gonna lose, we're gonna see maybe tonight. Once we're gonna open the U.S. market, if the U.S. market, the stock market is going to start to go down, maybe there is a chance Bitcoin could actually go down to 52,000. But looking at this chart over here, guys, it looks, in my opinion, from a technical point of view, it looks very bullish, very strong, and therefore a continuation is expected. However, if let's say we're going to have a bearish scenario, because again, we are here analyzing data, we're not here giving opinions. If we're going to break this pennant over here, then and we're going to touch again the level of support, what I'm expecting right now will be something like this, and then from maybe 53,000, 54,000, then I'm expecting a big, again, another pump to the upside around $90,000. So instead of forming a typical pennant, then it could be an ABCD pattern. So ABCD pattern, I'll show you. You got an A to B, you got B to C from here, and then you go a C to D. And again, if it's going to be this pattern over here, then you're expecting this new all-time high to be delayed, and also with the lowest target maybe at 90,000 instead of 100,000, but that could be also another possibility. Which one do I think is going to be happening, guys? Well, it's very hard to say. I guess, two very important things you have to take into consideration is going to be Wednesday. We're going to have the CPI report from Jerome Powell that is going to discuss, and we're going to see if inflation is coming down, because if it's coming down, they're going to start to talk about cutting interest rates. The market is going to react by going parabolic. And if that happens, of course, Bitcoin is going to break the ceiling, go up to 80, 90,000 easily, and then we're going to assess from here. I'm still in the camp, guys, that what we're going to see maybe around May or June will be an event, a sell-off event. So I'm expecting a big pump to the upside, 80,000, 90,000, and then down to maybe 50, 40 to 50, and then again another pump to the upside or over 100,000. But we had to take things, with a pinch of salt, and we just had to go and analyze, day by day, and week by week, of course. So at the moment, that's what I can look for Bitcoin. Again, it could be going from here to here. So this is like, for the weekly scenario. And I'm going to show you a little bit more intraday, because it's something quite interesting. Now, in our VIP group, I was mentioning that I was going short. I would want going to go short at $70,200, and the reason being was that we had over here, I'm going to show you right now, we had this pennant in place. And what I said to all my VIP group was that what I wanted to do was to short around this area over here, because my expectation wouldn't be a retouch to the downside, breaking down over here. But as you can see, we are breaking now this diagonal level of resistance. So the question is now, what is it going to happen? Well, just bear in mind that in order for this to be bullish, the 4-hour chart to be bullish, this has to close above here. So if it doesn't close above here and then it's just going to go down again, that's not a true representation of a breakout. It would just would be a fake out. And if there's a fake out, then what could be happening would be another dump to the downside. So be very careful with that, because sometimes this can look like bullish, but what makes me a little bit concerned and scared is the fact that we're going to have these CPI results, and in general the market start to sell in anticipation of the CPI. So could be a pump today, a little bit of pump tomorrow, but Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be a little bit tricky, because what they're going to do in anticipation, they're going to sell. So we're going to be very careful with that. Of course, if you bought already at 65,000, I will hold my position there. But if you are looking for an entry point, right, I would be careful right now. So unfortunately, I got stopped out, lost $300, which is okay. Yesterday we did a very good trade. We made more than that, so that's okay. In trading it happens sometimes. That's you can't control that. So the question is, what's going to be the next move? So looking at this pennant over here, I don't think, again, it's my own opinion, but I don't think we're going to be able to break this pennant as yet. We might maybe go down again and push one more time to the downside, maybe 67,000, then finally we're going to have a break. But again, it could be happening. So if you look at the targets from here now, if it's going to be a true breakout, the target is going to be, first of all, we're going to go here, 71,000, 72,000, and the next one is going to be over here at previous all-time high. So let's see what is it going to do with Bitcoin. Is it going to go and break to the upside, this pennant over here? It's going to go retest this level, 71,200, sorry, 7,900, then retest this diagonal level of now support, and then push to the upside, or is it going to be a fake out and go back into the pennant over here? I guess we just have to wait and see. But very important again is that CPI is coming, and we gotta see what's that is gonna it's gonna be happening with Bitcoin. But at the moment, it looks like, in my opinion, and you're looking even at the RSI, is showing right now that it could have a little bit more of a push, but is getting a little bit exhausted. Again, might be able to push up to here, to this level over here, and then have a sort of a pullback. But at the moment, it's very difficult to say if this is actually going to stay here. It's going to close above here, because if that happens, right, then we're going to see maybe this, and then maybe something like that. So I guess we have to wait and see the closure of this 4 hours chart. So next one I want to talk about, guys, is Fetch AI. So FET, here we go. Same thing like with Bitcoin, we were able to break this level of resistance, but again, we want to wait for this to actually close, because if you're going to have a closure from here, that could be meaning like a continuation to the upside. So I'm just going to actually draw this one not very correctly. So if we're going to be able to break this level over here, then we could pump as high as 2.87, and then finally we're gonna see what happens with Bitcoin after the CPI, because if Bitcoin is gonna go to $74,000, guys, I'm going to be crazy bull on Fetch AI, and I can even see a target that we could actually go as high. If you're gonna go and check our Fibonacci, the 0.618 bring us to 3.11 by the 11th of April. So if again CPI goes well, maybe by Friday we're going to actually have a crazy pump to the upside, and then continue to go up, because also Fetch AI is showing a double bottom over here. I'm going to show you right now so you can see. So we have one bottom over here, another bottom over here, and if this is going to play out, then what you can do to calculate would be to take the bottom from the neckline from here, bring it over here, and it brings you exactly 3.1. So that will be a great entry, 10% trade. I guess we just shall wait and see for this week, what's going to be happening right now. Next one I want to talk about, guys, is Gala Games. Gala also showing so much strength as well, is about to break this diagonal level of resistance. I'm just going to put it a little bit better from here. And if you're going to be able to break this level over here, of course, we're going to be off the races. If CPI comes lower than expected, Bitcoin goes to 74,000, then I'm going to go long Gala. And of course, the target could be as high as 0.71, which could be another maybe 15% from here. But again, if Bitcoin breaks to the downside, the bearish scenario will be, again, a retest around this area and then go back to maybe the 0.05. So again, with Gala Games, we also have to wait and see what's going to be happening right now. But if you bought, for example, at 0.053 like last week, like we say in our Discord group, by the way, if you want to join, there is a link down below in the comment below. And then, of course, if you bought there, the choice is up to you. You can hold it. You can see what happens over here, because if you have a look at this chart over here, guys, Gala Games looks amazing. And if it's going to break from here, guys, straight to 0.7, and then after that, if it's going to go even higher, you could go as high as 0.08. I'm going to show you as well on the weekly. I mean, the weekly looks incredible. Weekly looks, oh my God, I'm such a bull on Gala Games, guys, because, I mean, look at the top compared to the bottom. I mean, even if you're going to reach the 0.236, we're going to go up to 0.22. So it's already like a 3x from here. 21, sorry. So 3x, 4x from here. I mean, guys, this is ridiculous, really. Like, he's going to go at that level. I mean, we are going to be, we're going to be very, very happy. Maybe even going down from here, even to the 0.618, 18, 3x from here. That could be very possible with Gala Games. Okay, next one I want to talk about, guys, it's Ethereum. ETH, completely undervalued coin, in my opinion. I give a target of roughly 7,000 by Bitcoin was going to go to 80 to 90,000. And I want to see from the 4-hour chart what's happening with Ethereum as well. I mean, ETH, it's pretty much fluctuating at $3,400, which is great in my opinion, and it looks like it also wants to have a nice breakout. So we are on the verge of a breakout from here. So if that is going to happen, guys, again, we can work on levels. The first level I can see from here, if you're going to be able to break here, will be, I'm going to go with my rectangle, will be 3,672, and the next one is going to be as high as the $4,000. But I'm going to show you more than that. If we're going to go up even more, so if this is true as well, it's a sort of a, we can say like it could be like a pennant or even a bull flag, but I'm going to show you a little bit better. But if you're going to be able to break from here, guys, I mean, it's going to be insane, because you can have the pull from here, put it over here, Ethereum could go as high as $5,200 by the 14th of May. So again, if Bitcoin goes to 80, 90K, $5,000 Ethereum, definitely on the cards. But if you're gonna break this level over here, then it's gonna be painful, and we're gonna go back to $2,600. And then what we can do to calculate that, you can go here, watch your level of support from here. So by 22nd of April, $2,700. If you're gonna break to the downside, is definitely on the cards. But it looks like, so far so good. We're all on the verge of a breakout, so you just have to wait and see as well. That's it, guys. I think it's enough for today. I really hope I'll give you a good insight. Again, Bitcoin pumping to 7,900. It just going to the upside, broke this pennant over here, which is fantastic. So let's see how we're gonna behave in this situation over here. So it looks good at the moment, and we just have to wait and see what's gonna be happening. But again, the reason why it could be pumping could be a fake pump on Monday, then we're gonna have a retrace tomorrow, and also remember halving it's very, very close, so that could also be a catalyst to push Bitcoin to the upside. But I guess you just shall wait and see. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. If you have a question, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in the next video for another update about the Bitcoin and the crypto market. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.